Sime Darby Plantation has commenced legal proceedings against NGO Liberty Shared's MD Duncan Jepson, the first time it has taken a legal action against such an organisation in its history. In a statement, SDP says it had announced legal proceedings for the discovery of critical information against Jepson on March 9th in the Eastern District of Virginia in the USA. The purpose of the proceedings is to obtain important information pertaining to a complaint filed by Jepson with the Securities Commission, which alleged that the planter had made wrongful disclosures in its 2019 sustainability report. The SC has commenced investigations into Jepson's complaint and had accordingly sought additional information from SDP. SDP says it will fully cooperate with the SC and, as such, said it was vitally important that it obtain limited but critical information from the complaint filed by Jepson. SDP says that despite several direct and indirect engagements, Jepson continues to withhold vital information that could have helped the plantation workers that he has claimed to champion. To recap, Liberty Shared had filed a complaint with the US Customs and Border Protection on April 20th, 2020, alleging the use of forced labour at its plantations. In December 2020, the CBP had placed a withhold release order on SDP. Dagang Exchange has been granted an extension contract for a period of 3 years to operate the National Single Window for Trade Facilitation. In a statement, DINEX said its unit, Dagang Net Technologies, received a letter from the government extending the contract from September 1st, 2021 until August 31st, 2024. Under the contract extension, the company will continue to provide 6 core e-services for the NSW for trade facilitation, namely e-Declare, e-Manifest, e-PCO, e-Permit, e-Permit STA and e-Payment in providing connectivity to customs and others. DINEX will also be providing services for the ASEAN Single Window. The group has been the operator of the NSW since its launch in 2009, and the contract has contributed around 90 million ringgit in revenue per year. Former DPM Datuk Sri Ahmad Zahid Hamidi had in 2015 asked Singaporean businessman Wong Sun Woo, aka Wong Su Chen, for a 10 million ringgit donation, the High Court learned today. MACC officer Chris Sheldon Anak Meron testified that the donation was proposed to be channelled to Zahid's charity Yayasan Akabudi. Chris Sheldon, who had recorded the statement from Wong, said that Zahid had proposed the donation in 2015 when he met Wong at a dinner. Wong had then instructed his company Chia B Enterprise to issue 10 cheques worth 1 million each to the bank account of law firm Messrs. Lewis & Co. The witness said he was unsure why Wong had written 10 cheques instead of just one. Wong had also previously donated to charitable foundations under the DPM's office and called it a privilege to be able to do so. Since that dinner in 2015, Wong, who is now abroad, had not had any contact with Zahid. Zahid is currently facing 47 charges related to millions parked under Yayasan Akabudi. Genting Singapore says it is currently unable to estimate the financial impact on its results for FY21 as the global COVID-19 situation remains very fluid. According to Genting's FY20 audited annual accounts, Genting Singapore has assessed that the going concern basis of preparation for FY21 remains appropriate. Genting Singapore is 52.7% owned by Genting. Genting says COVID-19 had caused major disruption to the travel and tourism industry as the pandemic shuttered borders and governments restricted movements. On top of that, as part of the Singapore government's circuit breaker measures, most of the service offerings of Genting Singapore's Resorts World Sentosa were suspended from April 7, 2020 to June 30, 2020. To recap, Genting Singapore reported a 90% plunge in earnings to just 69.2 million Sing dollars for FY20 and cut its dividend to just 1 cent per share from 2.5 cents in FY19. Putra Digital ED Sabri Abdul Rahman has emerged as a substantial shareholder in the group. The group says Sabri today had served a notification of his right-through contract to take up an additional 26.5% equity in Putra Digital. He currently holds 3.79% according to a boss filing. In a separate statement, Sabri said the acquisition signifies his commitment and determination to take up a firmer position in Putra, formerly Sinotop Holdings. He adds that once Putra has successfully disposed of its former textile business, the group will focus on building up its digital business. Sabri says it has been receiving potential investors who share its vision to invest in and nurture great fintech and govtech companies. To recap, in 2019, the group disposed of its China-based wholly owned subsidiary B-Top Group for 70 million ringgit, which had been in the business of customized fabrics.